Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Wehry History and Entertainment News of the Berkshires and beyond. Fall is officially underway, with schools back in session and most summer seasons closed. However, there are still several events happening in Berkshire County, such as concerts, plays, and parades. Plus, I'll be taking one last road trip to Look Park in Florence. First, it's time for this episode's trivia question. This episode's question is, which city just received a brand new WNBA team? Now, for this episode's local headlines. As stated at the beginning of this episode, school is back in session in Berkshire County. As such, it's important to know when school is starting throughout the many districts so you can prepare for the year of learning ahead and adjust your driving schedules. Here is the list of when public school systems in Berkshire County are reopening. Please note that some may already be started by the time this episode airs. First, Lee Public School District starts with a half-day on August 26th before opening for everyone on August 27th. Central Berkshire Schools opens for all students on September 3rd. North Adams and Mount Greylock begin on August 29th for grades kindergarten through 8 and August 30th for 9 through 12 for all students. For Pittsfield Public Schools, their first day of school is August 30th for all students. Grades 1 through 5, 6, and 9 will arrive in the morning. Grades 6 through 9 will arrive for new student orientation. And grades 7 through 8 and 10 through 12 will arrive in the afternoon. The first day of kindergarten will be on September 5th. Colleges are also starting up. In Pittsfield, Berkshire Community College will be hosting a new student orientation on August 29th, with classes beginning on Tuesday, September 3rd. In MCLA at North Adams, they will be very busy from August 31st through September 3rd with kickoff week. Please note that these days will be a little crazier for traffic, so it's important to avoid places near MCLA unless transportation is necessary. Classes start on September 4th. The same goes for Williams College on August 29th through September 4th, as they have their first days for new students. Again, traffic near the college should be avoided unless travel is necessary. Classes start on September 5th. Now for an unfortunate update on Wahconah Park here in Pittsfield. As stated in the past, Wahconah Park is undergoing some major construction due to issues with the grandstands. Wahconah Park's grandstand has been closed since 2022 after an inspection. The Wahconah Park Restoration Committee has been working on plans for the park, but those plans have not yet come to the mayor's desk. Without seeing the plans, the mayor says a new stadium likely will not be done by the time the 2025 baseball season comes around. In an interview with the website Spectrum News 1, Mayor Peter Marchetti said, quote, "In an effort to control expectations, I think it's pretty clear to say that there will be no stadium built for 2025 ball. That doesn't mean that we're not going to keep plugging and trying to find a direction. It just means that let's set some realistic terms," end quote. The Pittsfield Suns were inactive this year, not playing a single game due to the issues at the stadium. Hopefully, Wahconah Park, Pittsfield, and all parties involved get their act together to bring baseball back to the stadium. While the Wahconah Park saga was a negative local sports story, there were some positive ones this summer as well. One of this year's biggest summer events were the Olympic Games. Many people watched the games and cheered for Team USA. There were some local connections to this year's games. One of them was Christy Kirsch. Kirsch played for the rugby team. Kirsch had 3 standout years as a soccer player at Williams College before becoming an Olympian as a union rugby player. Her first trip to the Summer Games was in 2020, which she described as a big disappointment after the U.S. finished 6th that year in Tokyo. But this year was different. The team went on a winning streak and then won a bronze medal in a thrilling game that wasn't decided until the game's final seconds. Two other Olympians with Commonwealth connections helped the U.S. men's gymnastics team reach the medal podium. Stephen Ned Noraik of Worcester and Frederick Fred Richard of Stoughton helped the United States win a bronze medal in the men's team gymnastics final, their first since 2008. Stephen also won an individual bronze in his signature event, the pommel horse. He has since become a viral star. After returning from the games, he appeared on The Tonight Show. By sheer coincidence, the other guest on the night he appeared was Berkshire County native Elizabeth Banks. For our next segment, we'll be stopping at the Unicorn Theater in Stockbridge for a new production of The Weir. Step into a wind-swept county Leitrim pub in rural Ireland, where the chill in the air isn't just from the storm outside. Tony Award-nominated playwright Connor McPherson's celebrated play, The Weir, unfolds as a captivating and evocative evening set inside a small, remote pub, drawing audiences into a world where tales of folklore and the supernatural weave an enchanting yet eerie atmosphere. The play unfolds as a tapestry of supernatural narratives interwoven with personal tragedies, showcasing the haunting power of storytelling that binds individuals together in unexpected ways. McPherson's deft touch and the raw emotions brought forth by the characters create an unforgettable theatrical experience that lingers long after the curtain falls. The Weir promises an unforgettable exploration of human connections, the echoes of personal haunting, and the mystical allure of Ireland's folklore, captivating audiences with its hauntingly evocative storytelling. The show will be going on from now until October 27th. Visit berkshirtheatergroup.org for more information. We will now be going to Mass MOCA for the annual Freshgrass Blues Festival in North Adams. Set against the foothills of the beautiful Berkshire Mountains, Freshgrass is a family-friendly festival with the best in bluegrass and roots music filling the fields, courtyards, and galleries of Mass MOCA, the largest contemporary art museum in the country. Gallery admissions included with all tickets, along with world premieres, emerging artist competitions, farm fresh food, local brews, and pop-up jam sessions. This is 3 days of festival magic produced in partnership by Mass MOCA, the Freshgrass Foundation, and No Depression. Here's the list of everyone performing. This will be going on September 20th through the 22nd. Visit massmoca.org for more information. We will be staying in North Adams for their annual Fall Foliage Parade. Each year, One Berkshire collaborates with the City of North Adams to host a festive, inclusive, and vibrant downtown parade celebrating all things autumn in the Berkshires. The entire community is invited to participate in this beloved event, which takes place on the first Sunday of October. This year's theme is Berk de Soleil, the greatest show in Northern Berkshires. This year, the parade promises to be a spellbinding journey into the extraordinary, where dreams take flight and imagination knows no bounds. This year's parade route is 1.2 miles long and mostly flat, making the parade more walkable for all ages and abilities. The shorter parade route is also less of a time commitment for participants. The starting point is the intersection of State Street and Old State Street. It runs through Curran Highway between DeSanti Field to United Cerebral Palsy, approximately 400 Curran Highway to 535 Curran Highway. Finally, its ending point is Ashland Street and Washington Ave. This event will be going on Sunday, October 6th, beginning at 1 p.m. Visit the website shown here for more information. For our next story, we will be doing a film discussion. This episode's film is Furiosa. This movie is one that I've been waiting to review for quite some time, because it's the prequel film to Mad Max Fury Road, which I consider to be the greatest movie of all time. So, no pressure. While I won't be diving into specific spoilers for Furiosa, it is important to discuss general information. Furiosa takes place before the story of Mad Max Fury Road took place. Still set in a post-apocalyptic time, but this time Furiosa, the strong female character of Fury Road, is still young. The film sets out to discuss how Furiosa became the warrior she was in Fury Road. So, what did I think of this movie? This is a prequel to my favorite movie ever, so my expectations were high. While no movie can beat Mad Max Fury Road, Furiosa is an amazing movie as well. What's great about this film is how it explains so much about the first movie. So much of Fury Road was left open to interpretation, and Furiosa answers a lot of these questions. The action scenes are great too. Unlike Fury Road, this isn't wall-to-wall, unstoppable action scenes, but paced in between quiet scenes. This actually works better in Furiosa because it allows for character development. Overall, it is a worthy prequel to RT's greatest film. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, I give Furiosa a 9.5. It's now time for this episode's WWHEN and beyond. This episode will be focusing on 2 stories. The first is, once again, the RT Basketball Hall of Fame Spotlight. This episode, we'll be discussing 2 people behind the scenes who didn't play basketball, but coached and were executives, respectively. They are Bo Ryan and Herb Simon. Bo Ryan was a coach who coached 3 teams, all of which are located in Wisconsin. Ryan spent 15 seasons at Wisconsin Platteville, turning around a program that had just endured their worst season as a team into a national powerhouse at the Division III level. He led the Pioneers to 4 national championships during the 1990s, 2 of which capped off undefeated seasons, and won 266 games and only lost 26 during the decade. This stretch included most of Platteville's 96 consecutive home regular season wins, which ended in 2000, the year after he left. After 15 incredible seasons at Platteville, Ryan got the bump up to Division I, landing the head coaching gig at Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Like at Platteville, Ryan inherited a struggling program, with the Panthers having endured 6 consecutive losing seasons, before Ryan turned them around again. Afterwards, he moved to the Wisconsin-Madison Badgers in Division I, where he stands as the winningest coach in Badgers men's basketball history, a category he leads by 99 victories. His biggest success came in 2015, where he led Wisconsin to the NCAA championship game, stunning undefeated Kentucky in the process. The other Hall of Famer being discussed this episode is Herb Simon. Simon, 89, is the longest tenured owner in NBA history. He purchased the Indiana Pacers in 1983 and has been the governor from then until present day. Basketball is considered to be the big sport in Indiana. However, in the 70s and 80s, their professional team, the Indiana Pacers, were struggling tremendously. In fact, in 1981, they held a telethon just to prevent the team from moving. Even afterwards, they continued in their difficult era. Herb Simon kept the team in Indiana for over 4 decades after he purchased the team, which has been critical for both the Pacers franchise and Indianapolis as a city. It's hard to imagine the history of the NBA without a team in Indiana. And Simon has a ton of responsibility in making that happen. He has overseen essentially all of the Pacers' best years in the NBA, including their lone NBA Finals trip in 2000 and last year's run to the Eastern Conference Finals. In addition, Simon is the owner of the WNBA's Indiana Fever, who won the NBA championship in 2012 and recently made national news of drafting Caitlin Clark, perhaps the most accomplished women's college basketball player ever. The WNBA also provides the answer to this episode's trivia question. As a reminder, this episode's question was, which city just recently received a brand new WNBA team? The answer is San Francisco. The WNBA has been looking to expand for quite some time. last year it was announced that San Francisco would receive a team. The team will be called the Golden State Wehry, and it will be owned by the same team that helps run the NBA's Golden State Warriors. The Bay Area does have some WNBA history. In Sacramento, California, there used to be a team called the Sacramento Monarchs. They played in the WNBA from its original season in 1997 until 2009 when they folded. The Wehry will be the first WNBA expansion team since 2008. Their first game is scheduled for next year. For our final stop, we will be taking a road trip. This stop is to Look Park in Florence, Massachusetts, located near Northampton. Look Park, consisting of about 150 acres, was given to the city of Northampton by Miss Fanny Burr Look, wife of Frank Newhall Look. In 1928, she gave the city a farm valued at $60,000 and $450 for its development and trust fund before its upkeep. Before his death, Frank Newhall Look had been a resident of Northampton, and served as the president of the Florence Manufacturing Company. The park was opened to the public in 1930. One of its most popular activities are its pedal boats. According to its website, quote, "Enjoy a ride around Willow Lake in a 4-seater pedal boat. Pedal boats are first come, first serve, and can be used for up to half hour on the lake," end quote. Also popular is the steamer train. Again, from their website, quote, "The Look Park steamer train is our signature attraction and is an authentic replica of the 1863 C.P. Huntington train. Visitors ride from the train depot on our track around the park. It is every child's highlight of their visit to the park," end quote. Look Park is located on 300 North Main Street in Florence. Visit lookpark.org for fall activities, detailed histories, and more. That ends this episode of Wehry History and Entertainment News in the Berkshires and beyond. If you would like to watch this or any other WWHEN episode again, you can visit Pittsfield TV's and CTSB TV's websites shown here, or visit NBCTC's Facebook page. Also, if you would like to see the episodes in HD quality, make sure to check out my YouTube page at RT Wehry. Thank you.